We had another great session today at USA Kansas with Dr. Lori Barron, talking about the power of believing in all students. Today we've got with us Grace and John, two aspiring principals. So guys, can you tell me just a little bit about what you got out of Dr. Barron's session today?
I would say the thing that I received from being in the session with Dr. Barron today was just being reminded that leadership is not something that you earn just because you have a doctorate or you have a degree, but it's something that you earn as you gain the respect and trust of students, faculty, those that you are leading. To be effective as a leader, you have to make sure that you have those relationships that allow you to lead those people effectively.
And to go along with what John said, also what I took away from Dr. Barron is it's okay to make mistakes and to be reflective of those mistakes and to build off of that and to really value not only your future staff but also your students in the classroom as well. And that's one of my big takeaways.
But today you talked to our group about 4 very important points in the power of believing in students. Can you just share with our folks what those points are?
I think we work really hard to believe in kids, but sometimes we don't necessarily let our actions show it like we want to. And so the 4 main points we talked about today were: 1, showing students that you believe in them, not just through your words, but through your actions. 2, valuing what students value, making sure that our educational settings aren't just adult-centered, that they're student-centered and that we value what students value. 3, giving students a voice, making sure not just we're hearing them when they come to us with a concern, but that we're actively seeking their opinions and their perceptions so that we can grow and improve. And 4, celebrating what students do right. Sometimes we get caught up in the things that are challenging and difficult, and we forget to point out all the great things that are going on.
You had something today that really hit home for me when you talked about students and all A's, but it didn't mean what I thought it meant.
Right.
Share with our folks what that is for you.
So a lot of times when we talk about A's, we're talking about what we perceive to be the highest level of academic achievement. And for me, an A is so much more than that. So we talk about the different A's being academics, athletics, arts, activities, attendance, and attitude. And a kid who excels in all of those, any of those, some of those, becoming well-rounded in those areas, that's what makes a good kid. It's not just all A's in academics. And so really looking at all the different aspects that make a student someone who can be a productive, well-rounded citizen who can give back to his or her community.
And I really took that as being really the conversation that we had today, is understanding the whole student.
Right.
And the power of believing in that student, the power of understanding that student, and getting to know that student. Because there was another piece I tweeted out today, is that you may have taught something 100 times, but it's probably the first time that student heard it. And I think, again, oftentimes as leaders and oftentimes as teachers, we forget, because we've done this so many times. This afternoon, we really appreciate it. Thank you, Lori.
Well, thank you. I'll tell you, it was a very engaged audience, and Kansas is very fortunate. It was neat to listen to all of those educators in the room, from teachers to superintendents, really reflect and talk about what they wanted to do differently to continue to better serve the people they lead.